series, Learn Piano for Free. My name is Jerry Baird, and today we're going to be learning the song The Coventry Carol. This is on page 3 of Clear and Simple Chord Style Piano, Book 2. That is available at chordstylepiano.com. The Coventry Carol has quite a few chord changes. So we have a D minor, an A C, so down here, and a G minor, looks like, and an F. So lots of different chords. Let's go over some of these chords. Some will be new, some might be for review. So D minor, here's middle C for reference. D minor is D, F, A, pinky, middle finger, thumb. Here's the D minor chord. A, C sharp, E, and A. So C sharp with the pinky, E with the middle finger, A with the thumb. G minor is D, G, and B flat. So D with the pinky, G with the index finger, and B flat. And again, ignore the notes here. Every once in a while my music program doesn't do this quite right, so it's just look down here at the keyboard. It's easy. It's a D, a G, and a B flat. Don't let the notes confuse you. Okay, that's a couple of them. We know the C chord fairly well by now, hopefully. The F chord as well. So I'm going to also introduce an idea, and we're going to try something new. We're going to play along with a metronome. And if you ever took childhood piano lessons, you may be familiar with the metronome. It was kind of a torture device, but it's also a great learning tool. And it's the thing that just ticks at a certain beat. And these days you can get metronome apps on your phone. Many of them are free. And so what I've done is I've just downloaded a metronome app for my phone. And this is what it sounds like. I've set it to 3/4 time, because that's what our song is in, this time signature over here in 3/4. And you'll notice that this song has a lot of accidentals, meaning sharps that suddenly show up out of nowhere. And remember that accidentals only last for the whole measure. So here we're playing a natural C, and then here we're playing a C sharp. We also have some ties right here with the D minor if we want to play along the way the notes are written. We don't have to. We can make up our own accompaniment, and you could play this D minor 2 times. You could play this and then play it again if you wanted to. The right hand isn't too bad in this song. It's a fairly, there's not a lot of contour to the melody. Fairly stepwise, meaning we're moving from one note to a fairly close note. So that part is at least nice, but lots of chord changes on this, and then we have kind of some fast chord changes here. So we're going to be doing a D minor, A, D minor. So because of all that stuff that's going on, we don't want to set, especially when we're first starting out, we don't want to set our metronome at a really fast rate. So we're going to set it kind of slow, and it won't sound like the song is supposed to sound, but that's okay, because then we can slowly increase our speed and get it to where we want it to be. So we start out, what's the fastest we can play correctly? That's the first question we want to ask with the metronome. And then once we've got the song correct, then we can speed it up. So this is 70 beats per minute, and when you hear that higher pitch sound, high pitch, low, low, high, low, low, the high pitch sound is the beginning of the measure. So that's where we're going to start the song. So this is the speed we'll be playing at. And I highly recommend just doing this with your right hand first to get used to it. And if you get off from the metronome, then start over. The goal is to be able to stay with the metronome for the entire song. So I'm going to play a basic version of the Coventry Carol with a metronome, and also a lot of keyboards. If you're using a keyboard, many keyboards will have a metronome built in, so you could use that as well. Here we go. Okay, so that's the basic version. If you do that enough, you'll be very tired of listening to that metronome, but it will help you with your rhythm, because you might think you've got the rhythm right, but unless somebody's there listening to you, sometimes the brain can kind of play tricks, and the metronome doesn't lie. So let's have a little more fun with the Coventry Carol. Let's take a look at some of these chords and see what we can do with them. So the D minor chord, one of the things we can do is just play the root fifth octave that we've done before, where I play a D chord, and then I play a D note, and then an A, and then a D again. I can do it all at once, so I can do it down, I can do it up, I can do it here, I can do it here, or here. Or also, so that's what I can do on the D chord. The A chord, we're playing it like this. I can take this A and move it down to here. That's the A chord in the root position. And I could play an arpeggio that way if I chose to. The C chord, D minor chord, F chord, I can do an F. And then I can also do right hand fills. So there's a lot of space in the song, especially in the place where we're holding for 5 counts. So what can I do in this place that could add interest to the song? So one of my options is to play, just these are the notes there. I can play, and then I can just reach up with my right hand. It's kind of a glissando with the D minor chord. So let's try that and see how it sounds.